Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the 49ers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mountaineers offense will get first crack at it today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The 49ers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. And the 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? To the air, it's Harrell. He'll take a shot. And it's caught! Touchdown, Charlotte! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. After 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leader.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The 49ers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. All right, let's get it. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the 49ers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Charlotte.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Niners.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Roberts.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Makes the grab. It's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a gap. It's Roberts. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Swan. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's McGowan. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the 49ers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Swan. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, 49ers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind it.
Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Charlotte. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gone over the middle. It's Dozier. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass, it's Swan. Caught behind the line, it's Roberts. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Running into the open space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Moves around to clear up the vision. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make the passing game single snap, get a touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. To the air, it's Swan. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure coming. That ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the...
He's got it! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Charlotte!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads it downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Quickly complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dozier. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
There's the thing. Not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
He's loose on the right. Gets the first himself. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Niners. They've lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Mountaineers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And here comes the punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Moves away as he feels pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the 49ers can really attack on this second and short. Oh, better look out! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The 49ers line up to punt it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamlet. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. He breaks a tackle. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Back to throw, it's Harold. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown,
This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. From the gun, give on the inside. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He's moving out of the pocket. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. RPO complete to open the drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets away from one, finds some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cummings. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Oh, he's got a chance. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamlet. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. To the air, it's Harrell. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. So after they mark off the yardage, it's still 3rd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success. But, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Lewis. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the corner. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Catch in the middle. It's Hamlin.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Smashes in between the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Harrell. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the 49ers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lawson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Cradles it at the 35. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Complete to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The 49ers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Charlotte! And they add more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding? He's going to let it go. He's got it at the 20. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Charlotte. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Bowling Green looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. Speeding down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Rushes on him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just what? Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get into the 36. It'll be first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the 49ers with the 1st and 10.
That's another Charlotte.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The 49ers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
and they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Niners. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scooping up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you